you guys are still getting ultra aggressive with the price, bringing it down, which leads us now to the watch that I termed the weird watch earlier, and I meant that in a very great way, incidentally. I happen to collect the weird watches myself. I don't think just like every house doesn't need to be Edwardian, and every watch doesn't need to be done in a fine silver and be round all the time. This really celebrates thinking quite literally. I know it's a tired saw, but outside of the box. I mean, this one is innovative. It's aggressive looking on the wrist. It's having a lot of fun, but at the same time, you still have all the technical specs going on. The technical mastery is still there. You're just doing it in a very, again, to use the term avant-garde approach artistically. But as you've seen, it's been huge for you guys. The rose sold out in the preview. Black, by the way, last call on it, but I'll show this one to you right now because we're about to call this one sold out. In fact, I might as well because we're already inside a half a dozen, which leaves us with the silver. But I think you guys, I can see where the meeting might occur, to be out on the limb a little bit with this. But, you look at the success now. It's gone huge for you. It
really has gone huge. Thank you, Tim. You're so right. It actually kind of caught me by surprise. But I would say this, you're looking at this timepiece and you're saying, well, that is pretty funky. It's very asymmetrical. It's not round. It's not square.
Well, that's
it obviously,
great.
It's a trillion. We call it a trillion shape, triangular shape, trillion. And you'll notice how the steps, the step design over there, on the one side of the watch, the left side of the watch. Now, keep in mind, Tim is showing you the watch right side up for the camera, okay? On this watch, I'd show it both ways if you have a chance, Tim, to show it even upside down. And the reason I say that is because when
this is how you'll actually wear it.
Exactly. When you wear it yourself, that triangular point is going to point into your cuff, okay? Now, for the camera, it's upside down. But in real life, this is how you're going to be wearing it. And you need to see what it's going to look like. That triangular point points into the cuff. It's a mechanical automatic, and it's skeletonized. Nice view on the case back on this. And, Tim, did you notice the glove leather strap on this? A really nice touch. We didn't go with the square grain alligator embossed. I think it plays perfectly for this asymmetrical
Love
design.
the strap, especially on this watch.
Yeah, the strap is fantastic. It's a 42-millimeter overall case design on this, Tim. Super soft on that glove leather right there. And, it would be nice to just do a three-hand quartz or something like that in this case. But you've got a skeletonized mechanical automatic to boot with this design. And as I said in the preview, we really can't take full credit for this design. We've done our own thing with it, but we're not the only company or the first company that did this kind of...
I think of at least two of the high-end guys that are doing it, and there may be more.
This trillion design. But now we're bringing it affordable. And remember, guys, when you make an asymmetrical design like this and you're blanking it from solid steel, again, not a cast case, not base metal, they take a solid bar of steel, they heat it till it's molten red hot, and then they have to, kind of die cut it out of the bar, then cool it and polish it and cool it and cut it and polish and cool and cut. It goes through 30 steps in the process, and when you have something that's not symmetrical, it's not round, it is much, much more expensive to make when you do it in an asymmetrical fashion like this. And, that's why you see, even at our value, which is tremendous, you're not seeing it at that $99 price point because this is just very much more expensive to make. I mean, look, even the crystal is triangular.
Exactly.
It's triangular and it's slightly curved. It's slightly domed, okay? I mean, that's not expensive. That's not cheap to do. This one is just like you say, Tim. It really has been a big hit for us since we came out with it about 6 weeks ago.
Well, I really admire the fact that you guys are building this because I even though admittedly you do tend to do some of the more aggressive designs of everybody that we work with, but even within that school, this is really different, and I can see where there would be some reservation. I'm glad you guys took the risk. I'm glad it's paying off. Yep. I think for guys that want something that not everybody else has and it really stands out within the collection, this is the ideal watch. In the preview, the rose sold out. In the last 4 minutes, the, I think it was yellow one, no, black, excuse me, black is sold out. This one is about to be sold out, and to sum it up, I think, guys, if you want something that is not off the rack, that's got a lot of custom work for no money, you buy this. And I love that you got into the crystal, because if you weren't, I was going to. This crystal alone, between it being domed and curved, and there is a difference, as well as being shaped like this, there's nothing, you didn't, like, you know, go to the crystal store and just pick this up. I mean,
That's
this
expensive
has to be
make.
awarded. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and you have a triangular-shaped crystal on the backside too, but it's not, the one on the back is flat.
Okay,
still
last
very
call on
expensive.
it, guys, while it lasts, and won't be for very much longer. All right, so.